All right, welcome to Blue Star Report. I'm Brad. This is Dustin. Today it's going to be a short video, so stick with us through the whole video. We're gonna talk real quick about our key losses and our key additions, kind of what their stats were, what we lost in stats, and what we're gaining back, and then if we feel like we improved in certain positions, or if we declined, or if we need some draft help.
Yeah.
All right. So the first one is going to be DeMarcus Lawrence, D-Law. He played edge. He only played in 4 games because he was hurt. He played in 12% of the total snaps for the year. He had 3 sacks, 7 solos, and 14 tackles, which is not bad considering he only played in 4 games. He had 3 sacks.
He's good.
He was good. He's really good against the run.
Yeah.
That's where his forte was. That's what he really did a good job of against the run. So we lost a big run stopper right there, but we also lost Golston.
Yeah,
which he basically took his place over there, back and forth, swap side to side. But he took his place, and he played edge. He played in 17 games, 5.5 sacks. He had 30 solos and 56 total tackles, and he played in 71% of the defense plays.
Yeah.
So pretty good stats, really. And between the two of them, that was pretty solid.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid. But we'll keep going. We're just going to go through our losses right now. We got Rico Dowdle, running back, obviously. He played in 16 games. He just hurt 1 game, I believe. He had 1,079 yards rushing, 249 yards receiving, and he had a 4.6 average rushing. And he played in 54% of the snaps. We lost him. He's gone.
Go.
I like Dowdle, but definitely can do better. We had a really weak running back room because after Dowdle, we had nothing.
Yeah.
And that's going to be key here in a minute when we get to talking about this. Jordan Lewis, corner, really our nickel corner, played in 16 games. He had 71 total tackles, 1 interception, played in 79% of the snaps.
I think
I liked Jordan Lewis. I hated to see him go. I really did. Out of all these people, out of all of them, I hate to see him go. And I really wanted to see, and they still haven't. There's still a chance they could sign Kendricks because nobody signed him. He's a free agent. So they could bring him back on a small contract. Then we have Chuma Odoga, however you want to say his name. He was our right guard, right tackle, kind of rotational piece on the offensive line. He was a 3rd string pretty much in several places. We're not going to put a whole lot of information on that, but he played in 19% of our snaps. He's gone. Rotational piece.
Yeah.
Then Kendricks, like we just said, he's free agent. Nobody signed him. Nobody's picked him up. We could technically go pick him up, and I think it would be a very smart thing to go pick him up. I hate to see him go. He was our linebacker. 15 games at 138 total tackles, 71 solo tackles.
He led the team in tackles.
He had 3 sacks. He played 83% of the defensive plays. I hate to see the man go. I really do.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah. So we're going to jump over here because we were talking about Law and Golston on our edges. We picked up 3 edges. We picked up Fowler, which he came in as we was doing our last video. We didn't get to add him.
Yeah.
So we picked up Fowler, we picked up Turner on edge, and we picked up Thomas on edge. He's from the Saints. He's from
the Saints.
Oh, he's from the Saints.
He's from the Jets.
The Jets, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Saints, Jets, Washington.
Yeah.
So we picked up 3 edges, and between the 3 of them, none of those guys are better at stopping the run than these 2.
As far as rushing
the passer, they're all better.
Yeah.
At rushing the passer.
Fowler had 10.5.
Yeah, Fowler had 10.5 sacks last year. He played in 17 games for Washington. He had 39 tackles. You can see right there, he had 62% of the snaps. He had 71% of the snaps. And see the difference in tackles and solos. He had 30 solos. He had 25. He had 39 total tackles, and he had 56. And he played in a little bit less snaps, but not a whole lot of difference.
28 to 71%.
No. This guy.
Oh, Fowler, rather.
Yeah.
62 to.
Yeah, 62 to 71. Not a whole lot of difference there percentage-wise, a little bit, but Fowler had him on sacks. He's a good pass rusher. Of course, he played for Dallas year before last and did the same thing. He had 10-something sacks that year, too. He's a pass rushing specialist.
Yeah.
And he can get after it. So as far as pass rushing goes, I think we've got stronger in the pass rush with the 3 edges that we added. I think we got a little bit weaker in the run with the 3 edges that we've got. We'll go.
Well, I don't even know if the Turner or Thomas are going to be starters on the edge.
Yeah.
Williams.
Yeah, Sam Williams. We don't have him
Parsons.
on there. He comes. Well, Parsons on the other side. So Sam Williams. He might be the starter, but
I
don't think he'll
rotate with him. I bet.
Yeah, I think so too. Turner, he played edge like we said. He had 16 games played. He had 21 total tackles, 2 sacks, and 10 solos. He only played in 28% of the snaps. So if you start looking at these guys and you start saying, well, he only played in 28%. If he played in 50% with this double,
yeah,
in a perfect world, things would double and things would be better because they just had people on the other team that just on the Jets and on the Saints that just were better than them.
Yeah.
So they didn't have the chance to play as much, or they rotated them a lot, one or the other. Thomas, he played edge, like we said. He played 16 games. He had 26 total tackles and 15 solo tackles, 3.5 sacks, and 39% of the snaps. That's pretty. They're pretty strong with the amount of snaps they had. Those are pretty strong numbers. 26 tackles on 39%. And Turner,
they're good rotational players.
They'd be good rotational. Like I said, I think we upgraded our pass rush and maybe lost a little bit on the run stop. But that brings us to let's talk about linebackers real quick, because I think our linebacker room. I know we technically probably lost a good linebacker, but we gained 2 good linebackers, two strong linebackers. So we let go of one, we picked up 2 strong ones.
I mean, look what he did with just 22%.
Yeah, Sanborn he's played 17 games. He had 35 total tackles and 17 solos, 1.5 sacks, and only 22% of the snaps.
That's pretty good for
the guys up there at Chicago loved him. Yeah, they think he was going to be the next best thing, and he did well with the opportunity that he had to play with only 22%.
I think with him and Sanborn, and if they brought Kendricks back, that'd be pretty good linebacker.
Still got Louisville.
And Louisville,
and then hopefully Overshown comes back. That's a pretty strong linebacker room.
Yeah.
We have Murray Jr., Kenneth Murray Jr., he's the linebacker. He played 14 games last year, so he didn't play in 3 of the games. And he still had 95 tackles and 57 solos, 3.5 sacks, and he played in 77.3% of the defensive plays. Yeah. I think out of the whole group of people they brought in, they've done well at linebacker and running back to give us some depth.
Yeah, we needed depth.
Yeah, they gave us some depth there. We have who did we talk about? We talked about
O-line, right? We talked about Sanborn.
No, Sanders.
Oh, Sanders, no.
And Williams.
Running back. I was just reviewing on touch on them.
O-line. Jones played for Miami. He's 17 games and 94%, so he started. He was pretty stout for offensive line. He played for right tackle or left guard, I think. Left or right guard, one or the other.
Left, I think.
Left guard, okay. But as far as
that's a good upgrade.
That's definitely an upgrade from Jones. Jones over losing Odoga and picking up Jones. That's an upgrade. I think Jones is an upgrade over Hoffman.
Yeah. Which
is our right guard right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think we've benefited there overall. We got Elam at corner.
Yeah, I think that.
We got Elam at corner. We lost Lewis, and we gained Elam. Elam had 13 games played. He had 26 tackles, 17 solos. He only played in 27% of the snaps, which is pretty good for 27%. That's not bad for 27% of the snaps.
No,
but he's not a Jordan Lewis.
No,
he's not a Jordan Lewis. I don't think we've upgraded that position well enough.
I think they need a draft in there,
and it's all a lot of that's going to depend on what happens with Diggs too. If they're going to trade him or what they're going to do with him. So we'll see. Running backs. We didn't talk about running backs, did we?
No.
Yeah, running backs. We picked up Sanders and Williams. We lost Dowdle. We picked up Sanders and Williams. Sanders played 11 games. He had 205 yards rushing, 148 receiving, 3.7 yard average with 21% of the snaps. He did not play much at all.
No.
Chuba Hubbard pretty much took that role over and ran with it last year.
Yeah.
But in the few years past,
hey, 1 year for Philly, he had 1,200 yards rushing one year.
Yeah, he can. I think he's still.
Yeah, the year before he's had like 800 and 900, but he was still sharing snaps.
Yeah, Javonte Williams, we picked him up. He played in 17 games. He had 513 yards rushing, 346 yards receiving. He's a receiving back, I guess. 3.7 yards average and 52% of the snaps.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of who we lost and who we picked up. Let's talk a little bit about.
I don't think we lost. He had more yards and all that. That's good.
Yeah,
but we got more depth now.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that right here. On edge, I feel like, and we feel like, we improved on the pass rush.
Definitely.
And we declined on the run defense, which is not good because we were not that good at run last year. But as far as pass rush goes, we didn't put down like quarterback pressures and stuff, but we went from Fowler, he had 10.5 sacks, and Turner had 2 sacks, and Thomas had 3.5 sacks, and we lost 8.5 between these two. Fowler had more sacks than both of those guys. Fowler actually led Washington with sacks last year.
Yeah.
And he'll do better on Dallas than he did on Washington because they've got Parsons on one side that they're really paying attention to, and then you got Fowler or one of these other guys on the other side.
Yeah.
So like we said, on edge, I think we declined on the run defense.
Yeah.
But I think we really improved on pass rush. And I know one thing, Eberflus, what's his name? Eberflus. He's odd. He doesn't. He pass rushes only with like his front four or whatever. He doesn't like do
all out blitz,
stunts and blitz and stuff like that. I'm sure he does stunts, but he doesn't do blitz that much.
Yeah,
he's more of a, we're going to send these guys and we get to you, we'll get to you. But I think we might have the guys to be able to do that on our edge. Offensive line, we're just going to say we improved.
Yeah. We
improved on offensive line from going from Jones. It wouldn't surprise me if Jones isn't our starting right guard over Hoffman.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't shock me at all. I feel like that's where it's going to end up. Hoffman did a pretty good job last year when what's his name went out. Zach Martin.
Yeah.
Hoffman did pretty good. But I still feel like Jones is going to take that spot.
So he's pretty nasty.
Yeah, he's a nasty dude. He don't like to stop blocking. He'll like take you to the dirt and
the whistle blows.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. The only problem I think on our offensive line this year is going to be what's his name on the left tackle? Guyton.
So he's been in
hopefully he can improve. We got that good offensive line coach that came in. Yeah. Maybe he can work with him and get him where he needs to be because he's a big dude. He should be able to do it.
So he's putting in work.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think in overall right now, we can say this is all before draft, obviously. So we can say that we improved on the offensive line through free agency, and we've improved on our pass rush in free agency. Running back, I I think we talk about we improved in running back depth.
Yeah.
Last year, if it wasn't Rico Dowdle, we were in trouble.
I mean, all year, if they could put up 5, and he could put up 500.
Yeah,
that's the same thing he did.
Yeah,
and they'll both be fresh.
Oh, I feel like these two guys here are better than. I don't know if they're better than Dowdle was last year. I can't say that. If they would have got, well, Williams got as many snaps. He didn't get as many carries though. But I feel like they're veterans are stronger. They're better in the passing game.
Yeah,
for sure. I just feel like we got more depth. Maybe not upgraded in talent, maybe. But we got more depth. Like if somebody goes down, I have faith one of these guys can pull it off.
Yeah,
I didn't have faith.
This is good. Maybe not
Deuce Ball was going to be able to pick up the first string running back and take off if something happened to Dowdle.
Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like we got that now, but I also feel like they're not finished.
No,
I feel like that our starting running back is not going to be either one of these two guys. It's going to be whoever they get out of this draft. That's what I feel like. And if they go get a decent running back out of the draft, and then have these two guys here behind them, I definitely say we've improved our running back room.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with that.
I'm not 100. It's not going to be Philly's running back room.
No, who's is.
But nobody else is either. So. At linebacker, we lost Kendrick, was huge. We haven't lost him yet, but he's a free agent, so somebody's smart, they'll go get him. But if he is technically gone, that's a big loss. But I feel like Sanborn and Murray can fill that role. I like to have two. Last year, when Overshown wasn't on there, we basically had Kendricks. We had Leufau, which was a rookie.
Yeah, he's gonna be good, I think.
If now we have Murray and Sanborn and Leufau, I feel like that's a stronger room.
Yeah,
especially when Overshown comes back.
I think they're going to might draft there too.
Yeah, they're probably going to draft there as well. I don't. You never know in the draft. You could get a 5th round linebacker that's a superstar. You don't know what's going to happen. All this can change in a matter of that after the draft next year and after they go through the training camp and all that, things start to wash out and find out what's what,
Yeah.
But overall, I feel like we've improved our depth in the linebacker room, especially if we can go add another guy or two from the draft or UDFAs or something.
Yeah.
But, so Overshown comes back and you got Visual.
Yeah.
Murray, Sanborn, and Leufau. I think that's a pretty strong room.
I agree.
That's a stronger room.
Still gonna need some rotational ones in there.
That I believe that's a stronger room than what we had with Kendrick, Leufau, and Overshown.
Yeah,
it's definitely deeper. Murray, Sanborn, Leufau, and Overshown is a better and deeper room than Kendrick's, Leufau, and Overshown.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cornerback, I don't know what they're doing at corner.
I think they're going to. They have to.
They're going to have to do something at corner. I don't know what their plan is. We lost Lewis, which was our nickel corner. But I really think that for a while there they were thinking we're going to get rid of Diggs. But they're probably thinking now, we may not be able to get rid of Diggs.
Yeah.
May have to keep him. This Elam kid, he can play.
Like I said, he was the number 1 corner coming out of college from Florida.
Yeah.
And he was I think the 23rd pick in the first round.
Yeah. Yeah, somewhere in there. He can play and he'll hit you.
Yeah.
So he'll come up and maybe they're thinking about making a corner or a nickel corner out of him.
Maybe.
Maybe and they have Diggs on one side and Bland and him.
Yeah.
Come in there, and then you really on your corner room, you don't have much more than that. You got Carson's, you got Booth,
Yeah, E.
Butler,
Iggy,
You got Iggy, yeah. So
Butler, yeah.
I feel like still losing Lewis hurt us, and we haven't
Been
upgraded.
addressed today.
We haven't. We've gotten an extra body, but nobody that could walk in and take Lewis's place.
Yeah.
Not right off the bat, I don't believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Fowler can take D-Law or Golston's place right now, especially on passing downs.
Yeah.
You know, and I think Sanders and Williams could take Dowdle's place between the two of them if need be.
I think really the only places we decline would be the run game on the edge and the cornerback.
Yeah, corner and the edge, running on the edge, I think is our two places that we need to address.
Yeah.
In the draft. That's what I feel like.
Yeah, but today came through. We lost Rush.
Yeah, we lost Cooper Rush. Like we was talking about that. Like I don't see a pocket passing quarterback, Cooper Rush, taking being the second string behind Lamar Jackson, where it's a totally different offense.
Yeah,
I mean,
totally different.
Two totally different offenses. So, whatever. So we're going to have to address our quarterback room in the draft as well.
Yeah.
So I would like, honestly, I'd like to see him go. I like Milroe.
Yeah.
I know that he's a later in the draft. I think we could pick Milroe up. He's a runner. I like that about him.
There's a lot of running in
this day and age.
This age NFL.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So basically, that's what we got. You guys can freeze that and pause it and kind of look at the stats if you want to a little bit. But just one more run through. Edge, we feel like we improved on the pass rush and declined on the run game. Offensive line, we improved. Running back, we improved our running back depth. I don't feel like we've addressed a number one running back yet. I think they're going to get that in the draft. Linebacker room, we lost Kendricks. We haven't lost him yet, like I said, but probably going to lose Kendricks. But we gained two pretty good linebackers that I feel like can take his place and step up. We lost one good one, and we gained two decent ones, pretty good ones. And then corner, we need help.
Yep.
We declined in the corner. So that's kind of the main positions that we wanted to talk about. We ain't talking about safety right now or anything like that, but and we ain't talking about wide receiver. We need a little bit of help in wide receiver room too. They're going to address that in the draft as well, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I hope number one pick.
Yeah, hope so too. So anyway, that's all we got. We just wanted to put a little bit out for you guys to look at today. We'll probably do another video this week. Hopefully Cowboys will do a little more work in free agency this week. And, if they do, we'll probably might get another 2 videos out or something. But if you guys would, just please like, subscribe, put some comments down there what you guys think we need to do. If you think what do y'all think about Elam? Do y'all know anything about the dude other than what they've said,
Yeah.
I never really watched him, so I don't know a whole lot. My eyes hadn't seen him. And then some of these other guys, if anybody that's ever watched some of their games and actually watched them play, what do you guys think? What do you, send us comments on what do you guys think about it? See if you think that if we've declined in any of these spots that we say that we have improved in. If you think no, let us know. Let's look it over. But that's all we got this week. We will see you guys again next week.